I'm Tim, and this is Project 431. A goal without a plan is just a wish. And trying to get to the spine race without a plan is as unrealistic as trying to jump in a fighter jet with no training and assuming I'll be as badass as Mr. Cruz. So here it is, the plan. The overarching plan is simple. Train hard, train smart, keep increasing the distance I can run. It's hard to map out exactly what I'm going to need to do at a granular level, but here are the basics. Build up from what I'm doing now to running a 10K. From there, a half marathon. And a marathon. And a 50K. 50 miles. 100K. 100 miles. And onwards and upwards from there. Realistically, for me right now, everything beyond the half marathon is just inconceivable. I just cannot imagine being able to run that far. So my focus is currently building up to the 10K. I have a race booked for mid-June, giving me plenty of time to work my way up to it. Ideally, I want to be able to cover the distance before the date of the race, if just for the confidence boost, if nothing else.
And what gave you the confidence?
Delusion.
But honestly, I'm shooting in the dark here. I have no idea how to write or execute a training plan. So I found one online. But you might be surprised to know, there's not many training plans online for people like me, with my body, with my injuries, with my disability. Good luck finding a training plan for someone who's had a spinal injury and nerve damage. But I've got plenty of time to work with. So if this training plan really doesn't work, I've got the time I need to be able to repeat weeks, change things, slow things down, put less pressure on myself. And that's what I really need. And whatever happens, I'm sure I will learn a thing or two along the way. I'll document the training as I go so you can follow along with my journey and I can look back on it and all of the mistakes I make along the way in full colour. I'd like to run the 10K in an hour 20. It's by no means a fast time. I'm fully aware that it's slower than even average. But using my current 5K PB as a benchmark, an hour and 20 seems realistic. If I go any harder, I'm liable to hurt myself, get burnt out, or even worse, not finish. But if I go any slower, then maybe I'm not aiming high enough. This whole channel is about aiming high. So I've got to find a middle ground here. I don't want to hurt myself. I do want to finish. I don't want to just walk 10K. So an hour 20 is where I'm aiming at right now. However, that might change. As I'm training for this, I might decide that I'm feeling good and I might aim to be a little bit quicker. Or I might find that over a 10K distance, which for running, I've got no idea whether my body will take, maybe I need to slow it down a little bit more. So this hour and 20 will evolve over the next couple of months as we build to this race in June. After the 10K in June, assuming I complete it, I will start training for a half marathon with the aim of completing one before the end of the year. The nice thing is, in the UK, there are plenty of winter races. So it just takes a quick Google, they're all on there. So I will be able to find a race somewhere for the end of the year. And after that, assuming it all goes well, the obvious next goal is a marathon. But when I think about this, I start to realise how silly this whole project is. A marathon's a really long way, and I really cannot comprehend it right now. So I won't start properly thinking about it until I've either completed or got close to completing a half marathon. If I think about the longer distances too much, I'm going to get overwhelmed. I've got to take it one step at a time. With that said, I'm hoping to do a marathon in 2026. And if I can pull that off, I will be well on my way to achieving my goals, at least mentally. Because I know even a marathon falls a long, long way short of the spine race. It's not even 10% of the distance. And I'm well aware that there are going to be plenty of opportunities to fail throughout this journey.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, 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 oh! Oh, no!
But if I don't try, I will never know. And I will always wonder